This might be the coolest family car you've ever seen. 7-seater, big ass diesel engine and a bonkers look. And you can have your kids on the roof. How cool is that? But first, let me get off this thing without breaking my neck and then we'll go for a drive. All right, just hold on a second because... All right, 3, 2, 1. Woo! Let's go, guys. All right, it's time. Let's go for a ride with the D300. Clear to join traffic. Let's hit it. Woo! Good diesel sound. I like that. All right, let me first turn off all the beep beeps and annoying sounds in this car. It's quite easy, that's a good thing. Just a small button on the steering wheel, keep pushing, something pops up on the screen and then hop, remove, and then you're good to go again. So thank you Land Rover for making this quite easy and not bothering us with a lot of noises and sounds. So yeah, I've been driving this car for the last week now. We did over 2,000 kilometers with it, also because Bo, smart ass, he drove it to Le Mans. So yeah, that's not close by. But he did a lot of highway, so it's good. And yeah, it's been quite a wonderful car to enjoy. I also did a lot of kilometers with it. I had to drive a lot during the last few days, which is not a problem at all. I love driving, so it's good. And I started to really appreciate this thing. I started my journey with the Defender 90, with the V8 one, which is completely bonkers. It's absolutely mental. But as a daily driver, yeah, I honestly wasn't sold on it just because it's really like pushing you over a limit where you shouldn't. So that's not very good. Whereas this, it's such an enjoyable car on a daily basis. It's quite impressive. And I really started to, of course, a diesel engine makes a lot of sense in a car like this. So to start with, yeah, it was really a good match, because D300 is, yeah, this 6-cylinder diesel engine is somehow a true dream. It's really incredible. And in the combination of the 130, it matches. It's really good because it's quite a big car, you know. It's what is it, 5 meters 35 long, I think. It's very long. It's almost my back long, which is insane. So to park it is a complete nightmare. That's one thing you should keep in mind. But with the body size and the engine, it's a really good match. It works together. Whereas I don't think this car would work with a petrol engine, because it's just too big and too massive, and it would more be of a headache, I think, to drive it, or it won't be as pleasant. Whereas here it's a really pleasant journey to just drive this thing. I have a slow granddad in front of me, so we're not driving very fast for the moment, which is good, so I can talk a lot with you guys. It's also important. I can share a lot of information and stuff that I did. So yeah, a very enjoyable car. The D300 is stunner of an engine. It's not that powerful. In my opinion, it's underpowered for a 3-liter diesel engine, because it only has 300 horsepower and 650 Newton meters of torque. So it does feel a bit underpowered, but I don't think that's a bad thing, because you can feel it's still smooth, and yeah, it catches up real quickly. The torque is really enough. It's plenty. Of course, it's lower than the 3-liter diesel engines that we're used to nowadays, because those are, yeah, easily 350 up to almost 400 horsepower with up to torques of 700 and more. So we're used to big diesel engines nowadays. But even here in this, again, I'd say underpowered diesel engine, it feels super smooth. Just maybe in first and second gear, it's like it might rev up a bit more than you want, but that's it, you know. Once it's floating, you're good. So on that side, D300 and 130 is a super good combination. Honestly, I think it's the best combination. Maybe not everybody would agree with me, because everybody's like, yeah, but 130 is too big and it's too massive, blah 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 blah. Fine, but I do think that just the bodywork looks so spectacular in this long shape. You have this massive space in the back. It's incredible. It's also available in 8 seats, which is super awesome, because the 110 is only available in 7 seats, whereas this you can get in 8 seats. So like, yeah, 2, 3, and 3, which is crazy. This one has the captain chairs in the back. They look kind of cool though. But yeah, so 8 seats available, super awesome. So this is in a 7-seat configuration. So yeah, very practical. Just keep in mind with the 3rd row seats, yeah, there's not much space in the trunk, so that's the thing to keep in mind. But easily you can do just flip everything over and then get a massive boot. Pretty awesome. This one also has a roof rack, which looks bonkers cool. As you saw in the intro, I was standing on it. Can carry up to, what is it, over 100 kilograms, so pretty badass. It just catches a lot of wind, so if you're driving 130 on the highway, yeah, it does make a little noise, but you get a lot of street cred points. So yeah, I'm really enjoying this car, and it feels like super luxurious. I don't think we are able to compare it to the OG Defender, because I do think that the OG Defender will never be able to build something like that again, because yeah, just regulations and stuff, so not happening anymore. Even though I think Ineos did something really cool with it, so I think the Ineos is closer to what the Defender used to be, and this gen of the Defender is closer to what the Discovery 4 used to be, because now the Discovery isn't that Discovery-ish anymore. It's more some well-designed luxury SUV. It doesn't look that capable in the off-road terrain, whereas this still looks like a true off-roader with all the terrain responses you still have available, which is super cool. Of course now in auto, but you have like all these different kind of settings where you can just push the car to the limits on the off-road, which is what you want to do with the Land Rover. So cool that these features are still here. For example, you can drive up to almost a meter underwater. I think it's 90 centimeters, which is super cool. So yeah, it's like a true off-roader, and you can see it in the way it's finished. You know, of course, we have this beautiful leather because we have the HSE finishing. So yeah, it feels luxurious with a lot of leather going on, which is cool because it makes it more luxurious, and also people want it to be more luxurious. But besides that, it looks rough, you know, the material's loose, it all looks quite solid. So that's the thing I really like. It feels like this solid off-roader with a lot of off-road capabilities. And that makes the Defender quite, still the ultimate usable car for everyday stuff. Definitely if you use it to tow or to go a bit off-road, stuff like that, it's really spectacular. And it has, besides it, all the luxurious stuff you want. You know, I have these heated seats, I have ventilated seats, I have even a little fridge to cool my drinks, I have the adaptive cruise control, I have heated steering wheel, I have a heated window, panoramic roof. You know, it's filled with luxurious stuff that I truly like, and that makes it so usable on a daily basis, which is what you want from a car. I like these two faces. And of course I didn't do any off-road these days, unfortunately. I just a bit of small sandy roads. That's not true off-road, of course, but I did mostly just highway and big roads. I have to say on smaller roads like these, like this is fine, but the roads I did before, like when it's like not big enough for two cars to cross, then you do feel it's big and it's long and you need the space to maneuver with the 130, of course. Besides that, it's perfectly fine. It's super comfortable. It's sitting on these optional 20-inch wheels, if I'm not mistaken. So the ride is super smooth. Of course, air suspension all over the place. So it floats. You really don't have the impression that you're on the road with such a big car. It feels very light in the steering wheel too, which is very nice. Don't try to use it as a track car, because you'll hit the ABS quite fast though. But it's very enjoyable to use it as a daily. Throttle response is smooth, braking is smooth. Turning circle is honestly absolutely terrible. Things I'm normally able to do in like just one turn of a steering wheel is like now front and rear, and let's switch out. And so that's not super practical, but once you're on a big road, phew, it's a pure joy, honestly. Very comfortable. Even I'm not the biggest fan of these SUV seating positions because often I feel that I'm sitting too straight in the car. Somehow I do appreciate this because I have a lot of room. My legs are good. The only thing annoying is that the button to lock and unlock the car is like sitting here below in the door, and often for me it was kind of okay, but for the passenger often they were sitting with the knee against the button. It was like click 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 click. So not the best position probably, but okay, that might be the only ergonomic thing I didn't like, because this infotainment screen works perfectly fine. It's big enough, 11.4 inches. It works really well. Just the CarPlay, somehow, yeah, it just flashed. So it didn't want to work, or you didn't find the phone, or the sound wasn't working. So it was not always, but yeah, too often in my opinion that just this wasn't working. Now it's working, so yay. That's good. The touch is working very fine too, so that's also very nice. The touch is working very fine, and now it's not working anymore. I know it's me. And the menus are quite complicated, so I had to get used to it because there's a lot of information in it. Like, for example, very silly, but the dimensions of the car. For example, you're driving in an underground parking place. Like, oh my God, wait, how high was the car? Okay, let me check. Okay, it's under 2 meters. Perfect. Okay, I'll be able to get into the parking place. So stuff like that is really cool. It's integrated in the system. You have a lot of different information. Just to find a few things wasn't always easy. That's the only thing. But okay, I won't be too harsh on it because it's just so full of information, and all this info of the different diffs, the altitude, the degrees. It's very cool to see. Yeah, again, I didn't do any off-road, but it's very cool stuff to see. So definitely if you're into off-road stuff, it gives you so much information. It's a real cool thing. And this is still a very capable car, you know, because I did a Land Rover day not so long ago with a Discovery, which is fun. The Discovery 5. It was for every Land Rover, whatever that you were able to buy. But they were typical Defender terrains only, so that still shows that the Defender is a very capable car to go off-road with. Very cool. So yeah, besides that, screen, awesome. It's not too big. It doesn't, you know, you have still a flat dashboard. I like that very much. Here you have all the basic buttons like air conditioning, the heated and ventilated seats. Same as start, stop, like the basic stuff is here. It's very good. Woo! Yeah, you can feel it if you turn. You can feel the mess like moving outside. At first, when I turned the steering wheel, I was going a bit too fast in the car. I was like, is this gonna do a rollover or not? But thank God it didn't. But yeah, just the weight and the big size of the car that you feel like, not sure if this corner is gonna work fine for me. But that's the only thing to keep in mind. If you go from a Defender 90 with a V8 to a Defender 130 though. Yeah, besides that, you have a lot of storage space. You have these cute pockets in the side. You have a big storage space here. I told you, well, you have the fridge here, optional of course, and then you have small storage spaces here, here, and here, which is really cool. Big ass Defender logo in front of you in case you forget what you're driving, but it looks pretty cool though. So it's a very practical car. I even have this digital rear view mirror, which is very handy. It's optional in every Defender though, but on a 130 I would really recommend, because if you put it in the normal stand you can't see anything. It's just the length to the back is so long, and then you have that massive tire behind you, you can't see anything. So the digital mirror is very handy in this thing, and it makes it really easy. it makes it really, really easy to live with it. Fuel efficiencies also. All right, hold on, let me join traffic first. Let's go. And then yeah, for the floors, you have this wonderful diesel sound. I like it. Good, solid diesel engine. Nice. And I think average, we on the 2,000 kilometers, we're at 8.4 liters. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, Land Rover said that the fuel consumption that they told was 8.8. So we're really under what they told. So truly impressive, honestly. Truly impressive. And even I checked a bit depending on the kilometers, but if you're driving at 70 or 90, you're averaging 5-6 liters for a 3-liter engine. A car of this size, truly stunning, honestly. I don't know if it's the mild hybrid stuff or whatever, but yeah, fuel consumption is very good on this thing. So price-wise, I don't know what this thing costs fully equipped like it's now, but I know a 130 starts a little above 100,000 euros, and if you go for the HSC finish like this one, you start at 110. For the fun, I just configured mine, and it's a beautiful new red dark metallic color with the same interior though as this one. I almost ticked every box and I ended at 130, which is, to be honest, it's quite okay-ish for this type of car, this engine, this luxury, because I don't think you'll find anything this practical and this off-road capable for this kind of price and with all the feature that it has. So honestly, I'm truly impressed by this thing. And if one day I need to replace the A6 all-road, I do think that this is a very solid option. So yeah, on that bombshell, thank you guys for watching. Make sure to subscribe, don't miss any video, so please make sure to subscribe. We'd love to have you on the channel. And yeah, I'm already looking forward to the next video. Take care guys, bye bye, cheers.